That's right, folks. We're back week 2 here, the football podcast with your hosts, Jake and
The handsome, sweet, 6 feet of sweet, Mike.
that's right.
And I want to say something else. The Not So Late Show has been getting rave reviews.
That's right. And we're getting reviewed at the raves. The party people love us.
Listen, you hire us for weddings, spread the good word, talk about us at weddings, in other loud settings. Just get the
Weddings.
point across.
We're great at weddings and other loud settings.
Who wouldn't want to watch us off of our own phones?
Hey, you got a wedding? Wait till you have 2 random guys come in wearing probably, I don't know, where'd you get your suit jacket, Mike?
It's Calvin Klein.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind what I was going to say.
Yeah, no,
I've just been put into a real position of
yeah.
insecurity.
Jake got his suit jacket from a white elephant exchange at the homeless shelter.
There's no need for all that.
Truth hurts.
There was no need for all that.
It's just, hey, listen, this is just the cheeky chat that we like to do
Well,
to
you
each
know
other.
what? Katie says such nice suit jackets. I would say thank you. I got it at Kohl's. It's not Calvin Klein. It's Harwood or something. But I think it looks nice.
But when I look at you, you give me hardwood.
Yeah. Very nice.
Okay. Now
Well,
compliment me.
when I look at you, I think this is a man who I could spend the rest of my life being very good friends with.
Oh, wow. Can't wait to take the next step in our relationship.
That's right. And cheers to that.
Yeah, hey, hold on. I'll drink to that.
I'll take a second drink.
Hey, we should, hey, it looks like I'm not drinking anything. I'm crazy.
This guy's just drinking goo.
Hey, let's count how many stains are on my shirt. That'll be if you can guess, people in the chat, if you can guess how many stains are on my shirt, and I mean droplets, individual droplets, circles. If you can guess it, you expect the best.
Quite the sell you got going there. But
That's right.
I'll tell you this, Mike. You know what it is?
What?
The day before football.
It's like, for the women out there that need this mansplained, this is like Christmas Eve, but like, again, it's like 2 Christmas Eves for dudes. Today, guys are sitting around scratching their nuts, getting emotional, trying to figure out, going back and forth, deciding on who they should put in their lineup, just so they can lose their matchup still by 45 points, and then mope around for the rest of the day. It's awesome. I'm so thrilled. I'm excited, and I'm really excited that this week's episode, we're going to break down each and every game. We're going to have our returning segments, the blank game of the week.
Whoa. This is huge.
And our very right, always correct predictions.
Was I supposed to also come up with predictions, or I think you took care of that?
I did it all.
That's it.
But
this year, one of the big exciting things is that we're combining our predictions.
Right, we're getting
None
married.
of this competition. We are the Not So Late Show. We are the Not So Late Show. I'm still working on Trump, but we're married.
Wait, I'm still working on my Mitch McConnell.
Oh, well, and that's a whole nother can of worms we could get into, Mike.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. My brain scans came back excellent.
Okay, I hope so. Katie said 28 stains on the shirt.
Oh, what, Katie? What are you, wild?
You said droplets. No. That seems reasonable.
But like, I mean the circles. How many little circles?
I
didn't drink that much red wine.
Nobody knows.
I won't tell my secret.
But Um,
You know, before we went live, me and Jake got to hear a beautiful song that I sang to him.
you want to sing it here?
Yeah. If you might turn down the Sandstorm and Teenage Spirit,
Is that a
I might see.
normal thing? Did I just not know about that?
What, that remix?
I've never heard that before.
No, I never heard it either, but I could hear it light enough to know what the heck you're playing.
Hey, Katie says
All right.
she stands by her guess.
Hey, I love the unwavering confidence. Much like the unwavering confidence that both me and Jake have for each other.
That's right. Okay, well, let's get. You want to sing this song?
Yeah, I want to sing my song. Oh, by the way, folks, we do not have a guest on this week.
Freestyle.
This is just us two blokes doing this like usual. And guess what? We do have a guest coming up next week, a longtime favorite of the show. Very, very happy to always be here and give his insight. We've got Jake. Who do we have next week?
Mr. Lovey Smith. Lovey's jeans
Woo!
might come up and all the rest.
Former Houston Texans head coach and current savior of the Chicago Bears.
That's right. I will say Katie said you didn't say how many there are because I was right and he wasn't ready.
Listen, to be a bad person is like to be a mean person. So you were being a bad and mean person.
Wow.
And I wouldn't, you know what? If I were you, I wouldn't stick around for the monologue. You might take some strays.
All right. I'm
Yee-hee.
there we go.
Yoo-hoo. What are you doing? Are you making poo-poo?
There it is. That's going to hit the top of the charts.
Listen, if that Oliver Francis guy can make it to the top of the charts, why can't Yee-hee-yoo-hoo make the top of the charts?
Talking about Oliver Tree?
No, the guy, the North Richmond. The Northman. He was singing the soundtrack to that movie.
Northman, north of Richmond?
Yeah. He was singing the movie soundtrack.
Or Richmond, north of Richmond? This guy, I hate these guys who are north. You know what I mean? That's the song I want to hear. I hate these guys who are so north. These fucking crazy guys.
Man, you're wild.
I like
hey, let's plug our website. Let's plug our websites. Let's plug our websites.
Hit it.
Guys, please check out lacoolguy.com. A lot of new updates, a lot of writing, a lot of good thought-provoking literature on there. New updates, very fresh. Check it out. Not affiliated with LA Cool Girl, whatever that crap is. 100%
That's
original.
Junk.
It's junk. lacoolguy.com. And you can't have an LA Cool Guy without his little friend. And little friend, what is your website, Sam?
Folks, check out Jake's Planet, jakespla.net. Jake's Planet, jakespla.net. I forgot that I had made that website, and then Mike showed me that he updated his, and I went and updated mine as well. So now it will be up to date with Not So Late Show news.
And fan fiction of his favorite boy, me.
I could add some of that. And also, if we're gonna tease in the future to keep you watching, I would say stay tuned, folks, as I am actively, but I haven't started, but I'm actively looking into
watching White Lotus.
I haven't watched that, but I'm also trying to get musical guests.
Woo! Yoo-hoo. What do I smell? Are you making poo-poo?
What do I smell? Are you making poo-poo?
Yeah. I changed the lyrics.
Whoa. Well, this guy's so loose, listen, I think he's ready to do a monologue.
I think I'm feeling loose, gentlemen and ladies. All right. Monologue time. Play me in, Jake.
Plug you in?
Play me in.
Here he comes, Mike Marion Archik.
Thank you. Hey, yeah, it's the monologue time. Hey, so tomorrow marks the first day of the NFL regular season with the Lions taking on the Chiefs. Tomorrow also marks the last time your husband will do anything other than sit on their butts all day, staring at their made up football team for the next 4 months.
You get him, Mike.
Hey, that's going to be you and mine, but that's us. That's what we're going to be doing. Sitting on our butts all day.
Oh, no.
We got ourselves. Hey, but there's other important news going on nowadays other than fantasy football. Air travel, that's pretty big nowadays. And Jake, I don't know if you heard recently about the two passengers on Air Canada. Did you hear about this?
I think I did.
So these two passengers were kicked off their flight, their Air Canada flight, because they refused to sit in a vomit-stained seat. When they were asked why they refused, the two passengers replied with, "No, we bought the urine-stained seats with the screaming baby combo, not the vomit ones. Thank you."
That's how it is. These flights are getting
Yeah,
crazy.
you gotta be crazy. Hey, you gotta be crazy to sit in. When you pay for pee, you sit in pee, not in vomit. I'm telling you. Hey, but that doesn't end the freaking controversy going up in the skies lately, because guess what? A couple days later,
What?
some international airline took some well-heated advice and didn't do the same, because a flight to Barcelona was redirected and then it safely landed back in Atlanta when a passenger had diarrhea that began to leak inside the cabin. It was
Oh,
up and down the cabin, uh, which just prompted the TSA to update their list of banned substances, which now includes poop in your lower intestines and that first sip of coffee.
oh no.
Yeah, looks like I'm getting on flights a little cranky now, but I don't have to poop.
I like that.
Ex Proud Boy, now current disappointed man, Enrique Tarrio was sentenced to 22 years in jail with his involvement in the January 6th riots. Sources say Tario would like to start a new group in jail called the Stupid Idiots, saying, "It's just a name, it doesn't mean anything."
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, freaking, you like that?
I like that.
Yeah, you
Oh,
like that.
I like that.
Mitch McConnell went under brain scans and it was determined that they didn't find any evidence of a stroke or seizure, according to his doctor. Uh, Jay, can we get a picture of that doctor?
They can see it on the screen.
Oh, well, all right. Maybe we shouldn't be taking advice from a guy who likes to take naps halfway through the examination. Yeah, everything looks good.
That's Dr. Ben
You know,
Carson.
he's wacky.
That guy's a whack job.
Hey, but that doesn't end it in our news. A lot of crazy stuff. Real life Tony Stark is in the news. A photo surfaced yesterday of Elon Musk with the director of Neuralink, one of Musk's companies. In the photo, you are seeing Musk and the director shown along with their two kids. Yes, a previous relationship that Elon Musk had with one of his former employees or current employees. Shortly after the image came out, the CDC issued a warning to all women, begging them to please stop having sex with Elon Musk.
Oh no. Oh no.
I said it. I don't know who keeps banging this guy. Why do women keep doing this? They like having sex with them. And it's never just like, oh, they did it. There's proof that they did it every time. There's always a kid.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Mm. Freaking Neuralink. We're like, I don't want to get into it. I'm frustrated. All right, well, that was the monologue, everyone.
What a great monologue.
And once again, these are all written by me. No AI crap involved.
And
True human input.
can I have full disclosure here?
Yes.
Oh, God damn. I wish. Anyway, if I could start playing disclosure.
Yeah, right.
These are the soundboard will go live. all my jokes last week were stolen from other late night hosts.
Boo! But also, you know what, Jake? Because we live in a society that should welcome honesty and you coming forthright to us and telling us the truth to me and Katie. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Katie said during your monologue, they really be pooping. So
Hell yeah, they'd be.
I learned a lot from you, and I learned a lot that you are good at doing these jokes. So I'm gonna step aside and let you do the heavy lifting.
Hell yeah. Listen, this is not the first time I do some heavy lifting. I don't want to get into our bedroom situation, but I'll leave that for another show.
Ooh. Ooh.
And that segment was called Cheeky Chat.
I love our cheeky chats.
Listen, you can't love the Cheeky Chat without loving each other.
That's right. And what I also can't deny is that I love football. Football. And I think this
Somebody
week.
had too much red wine.
Sorry, I had a little bit too much cat piss. But
As long as you didn't have that first sip of coffee.
no, I don't drink coffee anymore because I'm so worried about having diarrhea. So I don't even understand that one on the plane. I saw pictures of it. There's just diarrhea down the whole like aisle.
Oh my god, I love how you say like it wasn't you that did it. Oh, I saw pictures of it.
I saw
You
pictures.
mean you?
I saw the pictures. Just what if I got worse at Trump over the time that I try to do it better? I saw the pictures.
It's just
There was a lot
yeah,
of
try,
diarrhea. Just do Jay Leno.
no. Try to do Trump, but just do Gilbert Gottfried. Try to do Trump.
I don't really know. I can't do that one. What? But Jake reveals foot obsession live on stream.
Whoa. What's going on in the chat? Are people being filthy to you?
Well, it's just Katie here, just saying things that I don't know if they're related because the delay between when I see them and what we're talking about. But I'll say whatever I was talking about doesn't matter because we love football, and that's the first love of this show. And now it's the Not So Late Show. We are a late night talk show, but we also love football. And so Mike is going to let us know all about week 1 in the NFL.
That's right. And you know what? I can't do it without one of my greatest co-hosts ever, Jake. And he's going to tell me what he thinks also, but we're not going to listen to his opinion because it might be wrong.
Of course.
But if it's the same as ours, we're going to let it stay.
Well, I think what we know right now is that all of your opinions and choices are the same as me.
Wow. It's so good to be married to you. You're so perfect.
Well, are we ready, Mike?
Yeah. And just before we begin, just to let you folks know who's tuning in now or later, and maybe before when you were tuning in, that we will have a guest next week. Lovey Smith.
Lovey Smith is showing up. Tell us all about his success at the Chicago Bears.
And his obsession with Gene.
Right. We do know Lovey is very insecure about his legs. That's what brought us to Lovey's jeans. But let's get into it. How did I do this last week with the presentation?
I don't know. Whatever you did was just absolutely dynamite.
Let's see if I can. It does make a difference. Okay.
All right. Folks, it is the NFL Week 1 breakdown from the Not So Late Show. So come on, let's get into it, Jake. No more do we rely on a ESPN list of games of the week. Geez, we can make a whole compilation of Jake going, "Ah, crap, I'm looking at last week's games," and making all these hokey pokey mistakes. Now we're professional. Now we got documents.
That's right. We got documents.
Like Hunter Biden. So the first game that we got up is Lions versus Chiefs. We got fun pictures representing the teams. Lions, they got a quarterback that looks like Ryan Gosling. His name is Jared Goff. Some people say he looks like a goofy Ryan Gosling. Some people think they're just the same level of handsome. I think Ryan Gosling is more handsome. And then we got the Chiefs, and their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, kind of sounds like Kermit the Frog. It's the first game of the season. It's being played in Arrowhead. Of course, they just won the Super Bowl, so there's going to be a lot of energy going there. They're going to raise the banner. It's going to be a crazy, wild thing. They're going to try to break some record for like the loudest or biggest tailgate party prior to the game. We'll see if that happens. Big pros on the line side. The team is warming up. They're starting to cook. You know, they do have some decent pieces they're starting to put together. They signed David Montgomery off the Bears, which is like, okay, damn, you bitter hoe, to David Montgomery. But they also drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, running back in the first round, which is interesting because most people don't spend a first round pick on a running back. But people love the head coach. People love Dan Campbell, and they want to see the Lions succeed for those purposes. On the defensive side, I guess they have some people coming back, but a lot of them were injured last year, so they didn't really have an impact, or they're kind of unknown question marks. But then on the Kansas City side, biggest question mark is Travis Kelce. That guy hyperextended his knee yesterday in practice, and he's got a bone bruise. He is not playing.
He hyper-popped his knee.
Is that what it is? Is that what a
no,
hyperextended?
You know, hyper-pop. The like Charlie XCX, Danny Harrell subgenre of dance music. Hyper-pop.
No, but
what is it, like 100 gex maybe?
Oh, that's hyper-pop?
I don't know. Something like that. Just pop music that's crazy.
You know what? I love 100 gex. I love 100 gex. Okay, Lions Chiefs, 100 gex wings. 100 gex is great. I play that song Money Machine when I go rollerblading, and everybody loves it.
You know what I love?
What is that fucking?
I love 757.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Dun. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, it's fun music. Hey, but listen, we can't just talk about music all day when we're talking about the Lions and the Chiefs.
You gotta talk about Dan Campbell Soup.
No, we already covered Dan Campbell Soup. And maybe if we can get him on as a guest.
Wait, who's gonna win? Who'd you say is gonna win?
I'm going to give it to the Chiefs. The only big question marks on the Chiefs side are the receivers. How good are the receivers going to be with Patrick Mahomes? Because Travis Kelce is the big receiver that usually does everything offensively for them. And everyone else is kind of an afterthought. You have Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney, and God, I don't even know who else. MVS.
Bunch of jokers.
Bunch of jokers. And you know what? We don't have... You got Batman and a bunch of jokers. But where's the Riddler?
The Riddler.
Where's the Poison Ivy? So give me the Chiefs. And this, for my opinion, Jake, is the next slide. This is the Doppelganger Game of the Week. That's right, folks. We still are doing the blank Game of the Weeks, and we're doing them a little bit more professionally. They've already been predetermined. Doppelganger Game of the Week, because we got Ryan Gosling, goofy looking Ryan Gosling, and we got Kermit the Frog, Patrick Mahomes. Doppelganger Game of the Week. Give me the Chiefs.
There it is.
Fun game.
Fun guy.
All right. Now we got Panthers and Falcons. So big things taken away this year. Panthers, they got the first round pick last draft. They got it from the Bears. Thank you, Lovie Smith. Our next week's guest will be talking about how we got that pick. But we had the first round draft pick last year. We traded it to the Panthers, and they picked Bryce Young. If you look in that crowd of men, you'll see a little boy in a red shirt. That's Bryce Young. That is the first round draft pick. That's a quarterback. A lot of people were talking about he's really undersized. He's a great quarterback. He's smart.
How tall is he?
6 foot tall. He's shorter than me. Yeah,
And you're like a
and
little
he's
guy.
really yeah, and he's 100, and he's like 180 pounds. 180 pounds, 6 foot tall. A lot of people are saying this is not a good size to be an NFL quarterback. He's because those guys around him are going to be around 6'4",
3,000
6.
pounds.
Right. There, a lot of people are saying like, how the hell is this guy gonna survive getting sacked and tackled? And he's not gonna last. He should put some muscle on that frame. Well, clearly, it doesn't really look like he put any muscle on his frame in that photo. That's the big storyline of the Panthers area. They're gonna say the team's not gonna be that good, but they want to see Bryce Young try. They did get some weapons around him. Nothing exciting, I would say. The good thing about the Panthers is they showed a lot of resilience last year. They beat the Buccaneers twice. They beat Tom Brady twice. In a very weak division, though, which doesn't really mean anything.
His
they don't really
last
look-
season?
What's that?
His last season?
Yeah, last season he lost to the Panthers twice. Yeah.
Not
I know, you got your-
not a big compliment to the Panthers.
Oh my God, you are such a bully to the Panthers. I can't wait till they pounce on you when you're sleeping in bed, grumpy boy. And then on the other side of the ball, we got the Falcons. In that picture, you see Bijan Mustardson. They drafted Bijan Robinson, a running back from Texas. Apparently, he's supposed to be really good. Once again, this trend of a first-round draft pick being used on a running back is coming back. 2 teams took running backs, Detroit Lions and Atlanta here on the Falcons side. Falcons are a really boring team. As you know, Jake, remember we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and we watched these 2 teams play. And we were told to wait 45 minutes because apparently everybody wanted to watch this game.
And the game could not keep me less interested.
Right. It
I'll
was
say
more
this.
interesting is watching.
Claudia says,
What's
I
that?
think Jake would like to get sacked and tackled by Mike.
Oh,
And also, the chemistry is off the charts.
wow. Do I smell romance or do I smell Jake's rump?
Wait a second. If Claudia's watching, I will also say this. I was walking from the parking spot I got back to the apartment, and I saw what I believe was an albino possum.
Wow.
Full white possum. Never seen that before. So either he was
What was
covered in
that?
soot or it was an albino possum. So Claudia, keep an eye out in the alleys for the albino possum.
You heard it here first, folks. Jake is spotting wild animals. He's like the next Steve Irwin.
I also found out this, and I'm not trying to sidetrack, but I do think we have to talk about this. I heard Nick Fuentes, the white supremacist guy who went with Kanye onto Alex Jones' show, lived in Berwyn, like 2 blocks from me.
Wow. You're practically a member.
I wanna go find this guy. It was not a cat. Claudia's saying it was not a cat. It was a possum because he went
Oh.
like he did the possum.
You do that same little dance when you want ice cream for me.
Right. So, and I know because I learned that from possums. I saw a possum shoot from the church to the garbage cans, and he was perfectly white, not a spot of any other color.
That's interesting how you said he was perfectly white. Why? Is white the only color?
Yeah, that's what
So
that's what Nick Fuentes told me.
Yeah, you sounded like Nick Fuentes right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Nick Fuentes told me. He told me perfect is white.
I want to get you a shirt that says that. And on the back it's going to say, my hookah is calling.
Well, what about
Okay.
these Panthers and Falcons?
Both teams are going to be kind of bad. I'm not expecting anything yet. I'm not expecting anything out of Bryce Young. Not too much out of Bijan. Not a fun game. That's why I think it's going to be kind of game of the week. The failure to launch, game of the week. I don't think anything's going to happen with Bryce Young. I think he's going to be okay. I think Bijan is not going to do much either. The Panthers don't have a bad defense. It was actually kind of underrated towards the end of the year last year. And we're not going to see much. We're not going to get much off this. Failure to launch, Matthew McConaughey will be there. He's a big Texas fan. And the next game we got is the Bengals versus the
Fuck is this
Browns.
fucking picture? What is that?
Would you shut up? You're not supposed to freaking laugh.
Oh,
So anywho, we've got the Bengals versus the Browns coming up on Sunday. It's kind of the classic battle for Ohio, which I feel like no one would even really battle for. I think it'd be kind of like, please take Ohio. You can have it. I don't want to be. I feel like Cincinnati would be like, I'll just be Kentucky. And so as you know, the Bengals, great team. Coming off of an upset loss to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game last year. That was that weird tackle where Patrick Mahomes ran out of bounds and he got a light push and they're like roughing the passer, and that's where this is scripted started coming out, and people were like, the NFL just wants the Chiefs to win. Of course, the Bengals are going to try to play and win this game. They're motivated. They're hungry. I think they've got everyone healthy on the team. The window's definitely going to start closing shortly. It's going to be hard to pay to certain people. Everyone says they're going to want to stick along and stick through it. You got Steelers rising up. You got the Browns still being the Browns. And, of course, the Ravens are always there in the AFC North. A lot of more positives on the Bengals side. I don't see too many negatives. They didn't lose too much. However, on the Browns side, as you can see by the photo, we've got Deshaun, Dr. Huxtable, Watson still as a starting quarterback.
because of his misdeeds.
Right, that's right. And he's still there, getting paid a lot of money to be bad. It's almost like he got paid to do all those assaults, if anything, really, because it was guaranteed. Right, that's right. Yeah, he's a two-way player, like Ohtani, except in the worst ways: a mediocre football player and a terrible human. And the Browns aren't very good. There's nothing that excites me. Deshaun Watson looked very mediocre in the 6 or 7 games he played last year. I guess there wasn't just as much outrage as people thought there was going to be about how he just was so bad. He was just so bad and mediocre. Browns, they got Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones. There's nothing fun. I don't care about the Browns, to be honest. They're just like the brown Jake makes.
Very perfect.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna say it's the Bengals that win this. Easy peasy. And this is the Burrow D's nuts in you with consent game of the week.
All right. There you have it. The Bengals.
Wait. Okay. And then we got the next game up here, the Jaguars versus the Colts. Okay, before we get into it, this is a cool picture of a Jaguar car. And if you look to your right side of the screen, you see this picture?
I see it.
Apparently, give yourself a read.
When you walk in the locker room, there's a circle, and my obligation to everyone in that locker room is the circle has to be as strong as possible to give us a chance to win. Jim Irsay.
And then it's signed by Jim Irsay, in case you didn't know.
He's got his little fucked up signature down there.
So this apparently was installed in the locker room of the Colts, in the Colts locker room. And this is the picture I chose to use because the Colts suck. And the owner of the Colts put up his own quote, as if this is a quotable quote, or like something worthwhile putting up. This is the owner and GM of the Colts. He put this up. I don't know what the hell it means. It's too wordy. But hey, when you own the team, you can put up whatever you want in the locker room. And just for those reasons and reasons alone, I'm taking the Jaguars. Jaguars are going to win. I said it last year. I'll say it this year. No team deserves to be named after a horsey. Come on. Let's get some fun names. What about the Movie Monkeys? That sounds better. The Indianapolis Movie Monkeys. You know? So simply for that fact, I'm going with the Jaguars. Jaguars are cool. They pull off a crazy stunt. And this is the Apex Predator game of the week. Because guess what? Jaguars are predators. The Colts. Natural predator is the Colt. I mean, is the Jaguar to the Colt.
Makes sense to
What say
me.
you? What say you?
Makes sense to me.
All right, now we got Bucks versus Vikings.
What the fuck am I looking at? What the buck? What the buck?
Bro, you cannot swear. Get consent. All right, so the Bucks versus the Vikings, and let me tell you something. The Bucks recently went through a change. They got Baker Mayfield now as their starting quarterback. If you didn't know, he kind of looks like an elf. That's why I kind of don't like him. He's really short. He got a little gap tooth. He's only like 5'9". I don't really like him that much. But he was okay. He's a first-round overall pick back in the day on the Browns, and they kind of feel like he was done dirty because of Deshaun Watson's situation, all that. Went to Carolina, then got shipped off to the Rams, had a little bit of a stint there. Now he's on the Bucks. Of course, as we all know, Tom Brady got his retirement papers served to him. He can no longer play, so he's the starting quarterback. He's not good, but the freaking locker room's gonna like him. They're gonna find him enjoyable, but he's not a good quarterback. He's not accurate. He's got crappy dance moves, and I don't really like him. I like Tom Brady. Now, on the other side of the ball, we got the Vikings. And in that picture, you got Kirk Cousins. And I like Kirk Cousins. He's the guy that says, "You like that? You like that?" After one of the games, if you look up the video, after a game, he throws a bunch of touchdown passes. And he gets up in the front of the camera. He goes, "You like that? You like that?" And people thought he was asking a question, but he was telling the cameraman. And this guy's very nice. He loves his wife, Julie, and he's just a dork. And I like him. I think, for me, I'm going to say the Vikings. The Vikings are going to win this game easily. I think the only thing that's going to give them difficulties maybe the Bucks defense. That's still probably going to be good, but I think the offense is going to sputter out, and this is going to be straight up the Vikings game to win. The only issue that the Vikings have is they lost Dalvin Cook this season. But other than that, it's still the same team. And look at him. You got Kurt Cobains. So that's why I'm taking the Vikings this game, and this is my what kind of game of the week, Jake? This is my romanticized fantastical white men game of the week, because look at it. You got two groups. You got made up Buccaneers, you got Pirates, and you got Norse, you got Swede, you got Vikings. So the romanticized fantastical white man game of the week. Give me the Vikings. Hey, and while we're transitioning, what the heck are you giggling about and typing over there? Where is your football input?
I got a lot on my mind.
Are you chatting with girls on Omegle or something?
I'm chatting with girls on Omegle, and I'm just loving their feedback. And I'll say it. I'm going to say it.
What are you
It's
gonna say?
so awesome to talk to girls.
That's so cool, dude. Wait, but you shouldn't be talking to girls. You're married to me.
Well, and the problem is that we're just talking about like football, and I'm like, dude, like talk to me like you're a girl.
Okay. You're so quirky.
Yeah. Some people call me Quickie Cookie.
You know what? If we were in a relationship, one of us would have to eat Quisty, and the other one would have to be the movie monkey.
I like that. And I would say with that one, oi, mate.
All right. Well, listen to this bloke. Now we got the Titans versus the Saints. And honestly, guess what? Give me the game of the week. Who gives a shit game of the week?
No.
I don't care. The
I'm
Titans.
interested in it.
You probably thought that was the real Tennessee Titans logo. I just looked up Thumbtack, and that's what showed up, because it kind of looks like the Tennessee Thumbtacks.
The Thumbtacks.
And then Hey, shout out freaking Quisty. The movie monkey's angry. And then what, you got the freaking Saints? I don't care. I think this game's gonna suck. I don't think it's gonna be that fun. What a waste of time. Next game. All right, we got the 49ers versus the Steelers. And this game is gonna probably be mostly I guess kind of fun. I think it's gonna be kind of defensively sound. I do think the 49ers are probably gonna win this game easy peasy, lemon squeezy. They got Brock Purdy. They got a lot more weapons. They got Christian McCaffrey on the team. There's just better players on that team. I think the big question mark on the Steelers side of the offensive ball is their quarterback. Can he pick it? Less glaring marks. They're very similar. I feel like they're very similar teams. The main difference is the coaching and the quarterback play. Give me the 49ers. And this is my occupation game of the week. 49ers, that's a job. And there's the Steelers.
What do you do? What do you do for work? I'm a stealer. I just steal stuff. Katie says,
Isn't
"Wow,
that what the team?"
Katie says, "Wow, this is really immersive role play." What role am I playing? I'm 100% real.
Bro, you know what you're playing? You're playing because I'm the movie monkey, and you're Quisty.
Huh?
Hey, hit the fans with the Michael motorcycle.
Michael motorcycle.
I love that shit. That makes me feel good. Man, you
right.
could be having any kind of you could be a Cardinals fan and be feeling better.
Michael motorcycle.
Oh man, I'm like a little baby. I'm a coochie coo.
Coochie coo. Michael motorcycle.
That's the same shit to me. Hey, listen.
What the fuck is this? The pledge a day keeps the commies away.
This is the Cardinals versus the Commanders, also known as the Commies because they got a stupid name. Cardinals suck. They're a terrible team. Why are we even covering them? Last year, I wanted us to annex the Cardinals and get them back into Illinois. I do not want the Cardinals anymore. Arizona can keep those dirty birds back in Arizona. Commanders, first of all, they got a terrible nickname. They're called the Commies. They're actually considering changing the name of the team back to, I think they're either the original name or back to the Washington football team. They do not like the Commanders at all. Personally, this is, I think, a game that I don't care about. Let's see what kind of game this is. This is Who Gives a Shit Game of the Week Part 2. That's right, folks. 2 in a row, I think. Maybe not 2 in a row. Maybe every other. But this is game 2. Who cares? It's just one team that's bad and another team that I don't care about. Who gives a shit? But also give me the Commanders.
Commanders it is.
And then we got Texans and the Ravens. Okay. Texans are a boring team. Boring jerseys. Boring team. Boring everything. Boring name. The Houston Texans. What kind of name is that? Still no rebranding. They still not rebranded. It is the same team since 2002. There's nothing classy about it. It sucks. Then you got the Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson. And the big controversy of Lamar Jackson was this offseason, where he wanted a guaranteed contract. He wanted all this big time money, blah, blah, blah. Get paid a lot more money. And guess what? He doesn't deserve that kind of money. And pictured in this image here is him replying to a fan who tweeted saying they should not give him $250 million. And Lamar Jackson very articulately and well thought out tweet back at a fan of his thoughts on his opinion.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's what he tweeted at a fan back after a game. And the fan was like, hey, he was basically saying like there's no reason why the Ravens should pay the guy $250 million guaranteed if he's going to play like that. And that's when Lamar Jackson tweeted that. Right. So I don't really like the Ravens. I don't think Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback. I don't think don't think that highly of him whatsoever. I think there's
I
a
took
lot
this
better quarterback.
motherfucker.
That's. I didn't say to take him. I didn't say to take him. Listen, I did not say to take him.
I
You're
fucked
the
up.
freaking. You literally. You're like, I gotta take this guy. I was like, I don't think so, and you took him.
All right, what game of the week of this is this?
Okay, well, let's see what kind of game of the week it is. The delusional quarterbacks game of the week. Lamar Jackson's delusional, and so is CJ Stroud. He's the rookie quarterback starting for the Texans. He's delusional because he thinks Texans will be good. Delusional, but give me the Ravens.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Dun-dun.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm doing the sound
That's right.
myself.
I'm gonna come. Bing, bing, bang, bang, bing, bing.
I like this picture. That's fucking cool as hell.
You like that picture?
That's cool as hell.
Dude, I'm literally like, I got a t-shirt that says the exact same thing. And then on the back, the Chicago Bears logo.
That's so
I got
cool.
it at 1 hour tees. I got it at 1 hour tees. And then I did instant express shipping, $100.
Hey, we better
One
hurry
t-shirt.
up if you want this show to be a 1 hour tease.
Okay. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The vacuum
The
wasn't
vaccine?
signed very well. Shut up, bro. Anyways, Packers versus Bears. Honestly, this should be the big Sunday night game. The big Sunday night game kind of sucks, but this should be the big Sunday night game. Packers versus Bears. Big implications in this game because this kind of sets the mood for the NFC North, the rivalry. Aaron Rodgers is gone. Jordan Love steps in for him. Bears have Justin Fields, revamped offense, a lot more players, a lot more updates. This is a prove-it year for Justin Fields. This is a prove-it year also for Jordan Love at the exact same time. Give me the Bears. I think they're going to win it. I think there's just better talent all around. The only question marks are the quarterbacks. This is the I am the captain game of the week because whoever wins gets to decide who is the captain of the NFC North moving forward. And I think it's the Bears. Give me the Bears.
I like the Bears.
Yeah, because they don't suck like a vacuum cleaner. All right, let's move on to the next game. All right, next game is the Raiders versus Broncos. Raiders, I like him. They signed Jimmy Garoppolo. He's
Garoppolo.
handsome. Yeah, you know, Jimmy, more like Jimmy Groped Me More, with consent, because he looks great. Great looking guy. I think he's going to age like yours truly pictured there. On the other hand, we have Broncos delusional quarterback Russell Wilson. He sucks now, still washed up. I don't think he's going to be any much better than he was last year. I think he's just going to be just as bad. Sean Payton, new quarterback staff, all that isn't going to help him whatsoever. His coach literally called him out and said, stop worrying about your public image and your brand and focus on being a better quarterback. And that's the first time I've ever seen something like that. So guess what? Give me the Raiders, and in this week's game of the week, the George Clooney game of the week, Handsome Devil game.
I like it.
All right, and then we have the Eagles versus
Who's
the
that
Patriots.
fucked up idiot?
That's Benjamin Franklin. He's a Patriot.
Yuck.
Hey, yuck.
Look like a pervert.
Yeah, but he's your kind of pervert. Dude, okay, well, you and me have the exact same choice because we're going with both of the Eagles this week. The Patriots have no one on their team, bunch of has-beens, bunch of old retired folk in that game. I like the Eagles. I think they won the Super Bowl last year. If you gave them an extra 3 minutes, they would have won the Super Bowl. And that's the bottom line. So this is this week's game of the week. What kind of game of the week is this? The racism game of the week, played in probably two of the cities with the most amount of racism. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's the bottom line because Mike said so.
Yeah, the movie monkey said so.
Dolphins.
All right. Dolphins versus Chargers. So I like this game. I think this is going to be a fun game. There's just going to be a lot of points scored. And if you look at it, these teams are the exact same. You know, They're the exact same team. They got fun quarterbacks that were taken literally one after the other. Great wide receiver company. Maybe difference is the running backs at most, but the defense is, I think, the exact same thing. I think they both are the same team. They're the perfect, we're just one piece away from being one piece away kind of team. The reason I use that picture of Jay Cutler is there's a tweet where it was like, Jay Cutler passed his physical, is now officially a Dolphin. And someone like, man, this would have been so cool if he actually became a Dolphin. And I was like, yeah, if it was literally, that'd be awesome. And then I used a picture of a Charger. And give me in this game, give me the Chargers. I like them. And this is my let's have fun game of the week. Because I think it's gonna be fun. The jerseys are gonna be cool. The climate is awesome. And we're blokes.
Hey, you know what I say when I see a tree with some low-hanging limbs?
What do you say?
I'm gonna climb it.
Bro, what are you saying?
He said the climate is perfect. And I say when I see a low-hanging tree, the climate is perfect. Yeah.
Pervert.
I'm fucked up.
You're a pervert.
I'm fucked up, dude. I can't do this anymore. Hope
You
there's not too
surely
many
are.
games left.
Well, don't you worry, Poppy boy. We're almost done because we've got the Rams versus Seahawks. Rams are an old team. They're always injured. As you know, Cooper Kupp is now going to miss week 1. He's not playing. He's injured. He's out already week 1, and they're already thinking about putting him on the IR. So he would not play the next 4 games because of this. You got Matthew Stafford, old ass dude. It's a retirement home out there. I thought the retirement homes were out in Florida. Apparently they're in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Terrible team. They stink. Overrated. I hate them. Can't wait till they move out. That being said, they still suck. And then you got the Seahawks. They got Geno. And I like Geno. He don't make pizza. But Geno up in Seattle making his special pie. I think Seattle's going to chop up some Rams, make some Rams pizza. Give me the Seahawks. In the old Yeller game of the week, the Rams are going to be put out in the back and bing, bing, bong, bong, bang, and it's over.
What's that
Seahawks,
one? With the dog gets killed. The hunting dog.
Marley and Me.
No.
Homeward Bound.
No, you know what I'm talking about. It's the coon, like the bloodhounds or whatever. Where the red fern grows.
Oh, okay. Well, how about this? Because we got the Cowboys versus the Giants, and this is the Sunday night game, and honestly, it should not be the Sunday night game whatsoever. Cowboys versus Giants. Cowboys, they don't inspire me whatsoever. Dak Prescott, I think, is regressing. They lost Ezekiel Elliott. They got Tony Pollard. They got some players on there. I don't really care about the Cowboys. They're overrated. Way to live in a city that's surrounded by highways, and just being from Dallas sounds like a pain. Just having to admit that doesn't sound good. Giants. I like the Giants. I like their jerseys. I think they're on the come up. They're getting better. Their coaching is better. Last year they made the playoffs. They did a great job. They played really well. They're no longer that much of a joke whatsoever. I don't think they're actually a joke whatsoever. Wide receivers could probably use an improvement, but guess what? That's what your boy's doing. He's taking the Giants in this week's New York Groove Game of the Week.
Whoa.
I'm back.
He's on the New York Groove.
That's right. Give me the Giants.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Now, this is the game.
I have conflicted feelings about Aaron Rodgers joining the Jets, but
Wait, we got to hear it. Because when I was putting together this analysis, these very right and very correct analysis, I can only think all the trauma you were going through. It was like Palestine and Israel for you, I bet.
Something like that.
Probably even worse than that.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll say this. Gosh, I love the Bills jerseys. That looks sick. That color combination, that helmet, perfect. What a look. It's so sleek. If I had to be another fan, of just jerseys. If I was the person that was like, okay, what's the best team in the NFL? I would think it's the Bills because like they have the best looking jerseys. That's how they determine who's the best team, right? Who gets the
You
coolest looking
wish.
jerseys? What a jersey! Looks awesome. Great team. Not much has changed. I think they're awesome. I love it. And you got the Jets, and Jake loves his Jets. Gang green. But now they got Aaron Rodgers, aka Sharon Rodgers, aka Mr. Rogers ayahuasca trip, Mr. aka I'm so cool and crazy, aka the owner of the Chicago Bears, all this junk and stuff. And now he's on the Jets. Are we supposed to like this guy now? What are we supposed to do? He's no longer wearing the Packers uniform. What's the synopsis? Guess what? I'm still going Bills.
West Side
In
versus
the
East
West
Side
Side
game
versus
of the week.
East, West Side New York versus East Side New York. Technically New Jersey because they play in East Rutherford.
What the fuck? I agree.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun game. I don't think, even though Aaron is moving, I still think he's getting older and he is regressing. Just because he changed the scenery doesn't mean everything's going to be okay. So realistically, I still think the Bills are going to be better. But it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a fun game. This is a fun season. It's a fun week 1.
Well, Katie says these are some really hot takes. I would agree and say they're so hot, I think I need to go put my oven mitts on.
Well, I would say they're so hot that you need to take your clothes off, Jake.
What?
Throw up in the poll. Throw up a poll in the chat. Should Jake take his clothes off?
I'm not doing that. We'll
Okay.
get pulled. We'll get pulled off a tube.
No, we want X-Tube.
I'll say this. I've got some exciting guests lined up down the line. I think some of our chat members hopefully will want to be a part at some point. And this season is off to a great start.
That's right.
And if there's one thing else I could say, Mike, sing the song.
Yee-hee, yoo-hoo. What do I smell? Is it poo-poo?
And what better way? Yeah. I wonder what that means.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think next week we got a big show lined up for you. Lovey Smith is coming here. Mike's gonna be here. I'm gonna be here.
Where else are we gonna be?
Where else would you want to be? Do you want a man? Where else would you want to be?
I don't know. Probably somewhere cozy with you. Probably at the movies.
That would be ideal. We could see Blue Beetle together.
And we could see the Gran Turismo movie again. And if we see one more movie, we can be movie monkeys.
Oh, there you go. Everybody, next week's challenge, come watch the show Wednesday. And tell us the 3 movies you watched and how you became a movie monkey.
That's right.
And you're okay, right, Mike?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. We just had that little freeze up incident.
Oh, no, I'm totally fine. My doctor says I'm fine.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah,
And,
you can't make me feel bad.
Fuck.
Yeah, what happened last week was what happened last week was an anomaly.
I hope so. But do you have any final words for the folks here, Mike?
I just want to tell them that if they tune in next week, they'll see more action and more monologue written without AI.
That's right. And thanks for everybody for hanging out. We're just getting going. Episode 2. It's only getting better from here, folks.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, there are still 16 more weeks of the regular season. We'll figure it out eventually.
And hopefully get even funnier and cuter. Mike, you want to say something else?
You know,
There we go.
What do I smell? I think it's poo-poo.
All right, folks. Thanks,
It's been a
Jose.
pleasure.
Good show, he says.
It was a pleasure.